If your For You page looked anything like mine this summer, it's been wall-to-wall sunsticks. So I actually went out and got 7 of the most talked about ones. Some Korean, some prestige, and some drugstore adjacent. So I'm gonna walk you through every single one. Price, what's actually good, and where I think each one falls short. No filler, let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Chris Han. I review fashion, beauty, and lifestyle products on this channel. Over 3,000 products tested here, so you don't have to. As you may know, I've spent years testing products for brand campaigns, so I don't just read marketing copy. I actually dig into what people are saying and using. Today's video isn't just a my favorite ranking. I'm covering all 7 of these fairly, good, and bad, so you can figure out which one actually fits your skin. Like usual, everything is linked below if you want to grab one. And quick context on why this format blew up. A traditional lotion sunscreen is like a whole production to reapply. You need your hands, a mirror, and somewhere to wash up afterwards. And a stick is much easier. It's basically twist up, swipe, and go. You can do it in a car or over makeup, at your desk, no one has to know. So this is the whole appeal, the convenience. Dermatologists actually love this trend too. The #1 reason people don't get enough sun protection, SPF protection, isn't that they skip it in the morning, but they never reapply during the day. A stick like this basically removes every excuse. Starting with the one that's arguably the most viral sun stick on the internet right now, Abib's Quick Sun Stick. This thing has racked up tens of millions of views under its own hashtag on TikTok alone. It's got broad spectrum SPF 50+. 22 grams, and it runs about $14. It's genuinely cheap for what you're getting. And take a look at the texture. This is almost like transparent. The formula leans gel balm with centella, aloe, and green tea. So it's very calming for the skin and it leaves a soft, glowy finish rather than matte finish. People with dry or sensitive skin especially love it. The trade-off, if you have oily skin, the glowy finish might read a little too shiny by midday. It's not built to be a mattifying stick. But Abib do have a mattifying stick, which is the Airy Sun Stick. You can try that one if you have combination of oily skin. And this one is my personal go-to. I use this one like on repeat because my skin is normal towards dry and I like that glowy finish. Next up, and honestly almost as viral, Kahi's Airy Fit Sunstick S. You've probably seen this one somewhere, even if you didn't know the name. Because the case is like an AirPods case. That's basically free marketing. It went semi-viral on the looks alone. It's got SPF 50+, PA4+, waterproof, sweatproof, and even sandproof. And it runs around $19 to $24 for a small 13-gram stick. Take a look at the stick. It applies almost like a powder. It's truly weightless, no white cast. And it works great as a quick blow and touch up over makeup. The catch, it's tiny and priced accordingly. So per gram, I mean, it's a little bit pricier on my list. So from my experience, this is designed for like face touch-ups rather than a full body coverage. Next. This one is the prestige mainstream pick. Shiseido's Clear Sunscreen Stick. According to Shiseido, this is the best-selling sunscreen stick in the US. It uses their wet force and heat force tech, meaning the protective layer gets stronger the more you heat up or sweat, which is the opposite of most sunscreen. Runs about $32 for 20 grams. It's good for face and body. Good to know before you buy. Shiseido has started phasing out this version in favor of the newly upgraded SPF 60+ sunstick. So depending when you're watching this video, you might start seeing like the newer version of the sunstick from Shiseido on shelves instead. Either way, this is, I mean, really the priciest stick on the list, but also has the most consistently good reviews across the board. To be honest, this is not my first stick. I've emptied 2 of these. I love the size, love the consistency of the product, and the sun protection has been amazing. It's not too shiny or too mattifying. If you're okay with the price range, this could be a good option. If you've seen sunscreen doubles as highlighter type of content, this could be it. Glow Recipes Watermelon Glow Dew Balm, SPF 45 with niacinamide. It's about $30 for 16.5 grams, and it comes with this cute clear balm tube, and it genuinely gives you that dewy glass finish. No shimmer, just glow. Where it's mixed, this is Glow Recipe's second attempt at a watermelon glow sunscreen, after their first version got discontinued for peeling. While the stick foam fixed a lot of that, people with oily or combination skin still feel like it sits a little bit too heavy and doesn't fully absorb. It's best suited to normal to dry skin that wants that glow. Now let's move on to the most budget-friendly option on the list. COSRX Airy Light Clear Sunscreen Stick. SPF 50 with vitamin E and C. It's usually around $23, but COSRX has run it on sale often enough so that you frequently see it close to $16 for 19 grams. This is the one that I actually recommend for oily and acne-prone skin. It's genuinely matte and oil controlling, so a lot of people with acne-prone skin or oily skin consistently say that it doesn't cause any breakouts. The trade-off is the flip side of that. If your skin runs dry, a pure matte finish might feel less comfortable than the dewier options on the list. This one is newer to the scene, but already picking up serious buzz, especially in the Sephora world. Eadem Sun Suede Daily Sunscreen and the Blurring Primer. SPF 50 plus PA4 plus. It's around $32, and the size is 20 grams. Eadem built their whole brand around formulas that work invisibly across different skin tones, and this doubles as a mattifying pore blurring primer. So you can really skip a step in your routine and wear it alone. Now here's the thing, I actually love the clean and the matte finish, and the texture is amazing. I use it before and after makeup. It applies cleanly. But with makeup, after you've been sweating, it doesn't apply as cleanly as before sweating. It's not that sweat proof. But just to reapply over makeup when your skin is relatively clean, this one is perfect. It's formulated with oily combination skin in mind. So for very dry skin, you might need extra hydration before applying this product. Last but not least, this is the newest release on the list. Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum in Stick with stabilized vitamin C and SPF 50+. It's $29 for 18 grams. Because it just launched, it hasn't built up the social buzz like others did. So just consider this as an early look. The pitch here is the serum meets sunscreen. It's formulated to help dullness and unevenness while providing protection, which makes sense given Kiehl's dermatology-forward reputation. Again, this one is new and it's got additional vitamin C benefits, and the texture is somewhere in between, not too mattifying, not too glossy or shiny, and my skin loves it so far. It hasn't been making any dramatic or visible change to my skin just yet, but the texture works great with my skin. But at a $29 price point for a relatively small stick, this is not inexpensive. I personally love it because it combines the vitamin C serum and the sun protection in one step. I believe this is a nice product to try for a minimal summer morning skincare routine. But I believe you're still paying a little bit more for that prestige brand premium. So real quick, you can actually figure out which one to start with by skin type. For oily and acne-prone skin, I think Eadem and COSRX, these are the best. For dry or sensitive skin, I would say Abib or Glow Recipe. If you just want the most proven mainstream pick, go for Shiseido. If you want something small enough to live in your bag, Kahi is the one. If you want brightening or antioxidant benefits, check out Kiehl's. All 7 are broad spectrum, SPF 45 or higher, so you won't go wrong with any of these. It really comes down to finish and skin type. Okay, that's all 7 sun sticks for today. No bias, no favorites, just pros, cons, and price. You can decide for yourself. Every single one is linked down below in the video description. You can go from there. If any of these caught your eye, that's the easiest way to grab one and support my channel at the same time. Let me know in the comment section which one you're trying first, or if you have tried any other sun sticks that you like. And if you want a follow-up video of any of these sun sticks, you can also smash that like button so I know to make it. That's everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!